games across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers and Jordan hair, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They were all over it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Coming out aggressively. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Stepping to the right. The throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Cobb. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first down. Oh, look out on the right. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Dogs!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out. You're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Down he goes. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Past the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses the 30. He's got away. All out of space. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Brown wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the field. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun, it's Phillips. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackle almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Swapped immediately. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got him on the RPO. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They'll give to Frazier. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Drops back. It's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sees an alley. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 25 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Piles his way ahead. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air. It's Stockton. And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldog! Attempt to try.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Somehow fits it into that traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback changing the play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. To give, running right, it's Frazier. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
a defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. Hits inside, it's caught. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, here's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Fires left. It's caught downfield. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. But man, they got to do something about it.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Brown will throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Makes the grab on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Motion from the wideout. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. He wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Brown wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Pulls in the deep ball. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Washington. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. They want to run this quarterback. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. 3rd and long right here. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll give it to Washington. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to run, it's Frazier. He's stopped. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.